Yo, what's poppin', guys? In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to play the Druid, one of my favorite towers in the game. So, there is a prerequisite. You need to have the Oben unlocked, but after that, you can play the Druid, even if you don't have the 5th tier unlocked. First thing you do is place a Druid right here in the middle and upgrade it to Hard Thorns. Then you want to eco to, I think, around 280, and then you want to make sure you get your Oben round 1. This is very important. Once you pop your Oben round 1, and your Druid, you are chilling. You want to make sure your Oben and your Druid are next to each other so that the Oben will buff Druid, giving all Druids in range +1 Pierce once it upgrades to level 2. And then the next step is to upgrade the Druid to the bottom path of the Druid. Once you have the Heart of Vengeance unlocked or bought, every single life that you lose will be converted into extra attack speed for the Druid monkey, which is incredibly good. And then now you can go for a banana farm, and you can set the Druid on last. So you want to lose around 80 lives so that the Druid can attack twice as fast as it usually does, which is something that makes the Druid really OP. And you send Space Bloons the entire time. Send Group Bloons, send Reds, and send Space Bloons after round 4. Perfect. After you have your farm down, you upgrade your Druid to the Druid of Wrath, which will gain attack speed during the round as long as the Druid is popping Bloons. So there we go, we bought that up, and that's already game. So rounds 1 to 4 could be a little bit difficult if you are trying this for the first time, but like after this, it's really easy. Now you just farm. Obviously go for top half farm. You don't go for long life bananas because like I've seen some beginners who like always buy long life bananas or like buy quality soil, and they don't know that, or they don't read the upgrade descriptions. They don't upgrade the correct path. It really annoys me. Like, you gotta read what's going on. Like, new players buying long life bananas, man, or like quality soil. It has got to be the worst feeling in the world. Like, you want to say something, you know, but like the new players will be like, let me do what I want. I'm gonna buy long life bananas, and there's nothing you can do about it. Anyway, after you have like your greater production, you can try to save up for your banana plantation. And I think we are gonna place our brambles right here. You can target your brambles. Brambles can act like a mini spike factory. You can keep activating it when it's available. And now you can watch your opponent's side and see how your opponent's doing. See if you can force any defense by sending your opponent any balloons. So I don't think I can do that right now. But, alright. If they eat my brambles, I have to go for the Heart of Thunder. Yeah, I have to go for Heart of Thunder. Yep. Heart of Thunder, it costs $1,000, but it's a pretty good upgrade. It's worth it if you need it. Alright, now we send our opponent purple balloons because both of our opponent's towers are magic monkeys, and they can't pop any balloons. They can't pop any purple balloons. They use the Bazilli ability to temporarily pop the purple balloons, but now that the ability is over, they're gonna need a boat. Alright, you can go for long life bananas to get the valuable bananas after you have your banana plantation. You can do that, alright? Just don't go for valuable bananas before your banana plantation. It's not worth it. Anyway, we'll place down a sub and a banana farm. We'll upgrade our sub to middle path to a ballistic missile round 11. It will help us against group purple balloons and group zebra balloons. And you can place another sub, a second sub. This will be our submergent support, which will remove the camo off every balloon in its range, which is also something useful. We could rush our opponent, but they have double shots, and I think double shots also makes the boat shoot twice the amount of cannons. So we're not gonna mess around with that. Yeah, so right now we're not upgrading until our opponent's sending us stuff. But the moment our opponent sends anything, we can just go for a reactor or a ballistic missile. Okay, looks like they're not sending anything. They're not gonna rush us. Then we'll go for valuable bananas. Oh, we'll go for a reactor now. Alright, we go for valuable bananas to get up our monkey bank. We're not going for it just to go for it. Going for it to get a monkey bank. Alright, now if you guys are sweaty, you guys can target the brambles here. Or like here. Perfect. So it's just far enough. It's far away from the track, far enough so that the normal balloons won't hit the brambles. But that if Moabs pass by, Moabs will be able to hit the brambles and take lots of damage. So this won't get eaten up by regular balloons, but it will destroy Moab balloons. Now you can farm or eco. I like to eco until 1,000 until I have 1,000 eco. You can also rush your opponent, but I think my opponent has sufficient defense right now. They have a necromancer and a pirate lord, not pirate lord, a cannon ship with double shots. So won't do anything against that. But if your opponent's playing greedy, you can definitely rush them. Now we'll try to go for IMF loan. IMF loan does have an ability. This is the thing, man. Like IMF loan, like the description of IMF loan only tells you about its ability. But we're not buying the IMF loan for its ability. We're buying the IMF loan because it allows our bank to generate money a lot faster, and it increases the maximum capacity of our bank. All right. Now we can actually try to save up for another bank, or we can go for plantation. Yeah, we have a second plantation now. And then we'll go for 1,200 eco, and then we'll save up for our IMF loan. Perfect. Now we'll save up for our IMF loan, and we'll probably send our opponent. Oh, we can also unsubmerge our sub right here. We'll send our opponent a COMG probably. Okay, they send us a fortified Moab, so we could tower boost this, but we're not going to. We might need it though. Now we're good. We tornado this, we're good. So we unsubmerge our sub to leak a couple balloons so that our second druid right here with the Heart of Vengeance can have a little bit of extra attack speed. You could do that to both waves of camo greens, but we only did that to one wave. That's alright as well. Now we wait to see if we can afford our IMF loan. We can almost afford it, but we can't quite afford it. You want to get the IMF loan at the end of the round. So we have it right now, round 19. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. We could send our opponent a BFB, but I think we're just gonna let them be. They're not ecoing, and they can probably just bolt pull it. They have enough money for that. Alright, now we can go for a wall of trees. You want to target your open up there, so wall of trees end up hitting natural balloons. You don't want wall of trees to hit their scent balloons. And now we can now we'll save up for a second IMF loan. For the second IMF loan, you want to go for quality soil to make the IMF loan a little bit cheaper. Because this one, we're not gonna just go for the IMF loan for the IMF loan. We're going for the IMF loan for the Monkeynomics. And we will be able to afford that right now, actually. Let's sell this banana farm. We can collect and use the ability, and now we have a Monkeynomics. Round 22 Monkeynomics, pretty good. I like to have around $10,000 after we have a Monkeynomics, just in case my opponent decides to send me like ceramics or any type of balloon like that. We can send our opponent a ZOMG. Yeah, we'll do that. Typically, it's not worth sending ZOMGs against bow because they can just bow pull it. But in this case, we want to slow down their eco, and we have way more money than they do. What are they doing? They just sent me a ZOMG. You want to activate the Monkeynomics ability. If you're rich enough, you can go for Tech Bot on the Monkeynomics. I'm not really sure why they just sent me a ZOMG, but if your opponent ends up doing that to you, all you got to do is use the first strike capability and one-shot the ZOMG. You have to be careful though, because if your opponent is sending you a fortified ZOMG, this won't work. The first strike capability won't work. Then you damage a ZOMG until it's like almost popped, and then you use it. Then it will still one-shot it. We can wall of trees again, actually. No, we'll wall of trees right here. Wall of trees will help eat up DDTs, which is really helpful. We'll also go for 2 ballistic missiles. Oh, I forgot about their Azili. I think we sent this ZOMG a little bit late, so they didn't end up upgrading Azili. Alright. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. Mistake on my end. All good though, all good. You can go for bananas. Now we can start to go for a banana central. I think we'll go for it with the bottom path. Cross path with a quality soil. And If your opponent sends you DDTs, you just use a first strike capability against them. Your wall of trees will be able to tank 2 DDTs or 1 fortified DDT. And yeah. And your first strike capability, the rest. I think we'll send our opponent 1 DDT. It will make us lose a bunch of eco, but I think it's worth it. Yeah, they'll pop the first one, no problem. But if we send them a second one, it might force the tower boost. Alright, we'll go for a banana research facility and we'll send them a second one. We'll bloom boost this one. And okay, we force a super glue. That's the objective reached. Now we'll save up for a banana central. And if my opponent sends us a ton of DDTs, we'll just go for a superstorm. Superstorm's down. It's not that expensive actually. Alright, since they're not sending us any DDTs, we'll just wall of trees up there. They're ecoing, so it's not really worth it for the eco player to send DDTs. Alright. We'll use our ability to go for the banana central. Use the IMF loan. Take a little bit of a loan. We're gonna have a way more money than our opponent right now. In a bit. We can it's probably a good time to collect this. Or we'll wait 1 round to collect our IMF loan. We can keep bramble, and we keep placing down brambles and all type on this stuff. And you want to leave a little bit of your space for druids. What are they sending me? What are they sending me? For this, you can just go for a bunch of poplesses. I guess we'll sell this. We'll sell the IMF loan. I don't want to lose to this. And I'm really not really sure what they're sending us. We'll tower boost it. We still have all 3 tower boosts. We can easily burn 1. And we are good against those. Alright. Did they send 1 set or 2 sets? It doesn't matter. Anyway, now we actually have enough for our... We already have enough money to send our opponent bats. You could do that if you want. We'll send our opponent a regular bat. How about that? I don't want them to lose because I want to show you guys how to defend the bat. We'll wall off trees. And as you can see, our farms are really good. Our farms are fairly good compared to our opponent. Our opponent has no farms. This DDT is not meant to kill our opponent. It's just so that my opponent stops ecoing, so they have less money to rush me. If they do anything, we just go for a superstorm. That's gonna be how we're gonna play. We'll just straight up go for a superstorm. If they do anything. And you can also Avatar Wrath. Avatar Wrath is also OP upgrade. We can go for more. We can go for another one of this guy. They popped their first UMG. Congrats. Or they popped it bad. Congrats. We'll try to go for a superstorm soon. And then no, I meant we'll go for our Avatar or go for a Popless first, and then we'll go for an Avatar Wrath. I'm not sure when when the Monkeynomics gonna be maxed. Probably pretty soon. We can also sell our banana farm to go for the top tier banana farm. With the middle path, with the middle cross path. Perfect. And now we have a superstorm. Superstorm acquired. We don't need this guy anymore. Don't need this guy. Just get up by a couple Avatar Wraths. Or buy a couple Poplesses. And really important is that you buy the Avatar Wrath on the first Druid that you had. So the Druid that has that attacks twice as fast as other Druids. Perfect. Now we just wait. And wait, does the tech bot also automatically collect the banana farm? Oh no, the banana salvage automatically collects it. I see. Makes sense. We'll send our opponent a fortified DDT right now. We have a ton of money, and if you're in this situation, it's pretty hard to lose. We have enough money for Avatar Wrath, a Superstorm, and You can buy. You can also buy, if you want. You can also buy a Spirit of the Forest. If you have enough money, you can always buy it. We'll buy it because why not? And then, yeah, and then we can, if they send us anything, we can just spam. We can spam first strike capabilities and micro that. We can buy it, use the ability, sell it, and etc. Keep doing that, and we should be able to pop a BAD really easily. As for my opponent's not gonna pop a BAD really easily. We'll send them 4 more BADs. We can even send them more, but I think they're dead to the first one. Or we have the same amount of lives, by the way. Oh, if they bolt pull it, they might still be able to live. Are they gonna bolt pull it? They need to bolt pull it. Okay. Alright, they tried to counter DDTs, but it didn't work. Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, we got our next opponent, Bipsy, on the map Star. This is pretty similar to Sands of Time. It's a great Druid map. And we pretty much play the same way, except the placement's a little bit different. And the sub placements are also a little bit different. But we want to start off with our Hawthorn Druid, as usual. And then we want to place our Oben, round 1. My opponent has Striker Jones. Maybe, I have no idea what my opponent could have. Striker Jones could mean anything. Let's place down Oben. We want to place down Oben so that Druid is in its range. If the Druid is outside of the range of the Oben, then you know you mess up. Alright, now we want to upgrade our Druid to Heart of Vengeance because we're already losing lives. So you want the Heart of Vengeance so that the lost lives can be converted to attack speed. Now we target the Druid to last, and we keep sending red balloons. Alright, my opponent has a helicopter. I have literally no idea what this could mean. Yeah, I don't know what my opponent's second or third tower could be. Maybe like a village, maybe a super monkey, alchemist, ninja. I don't know. But we'll worry about our own side and we'll place a banana farm. Druid is just such a good loadout because you make so much money. Early game's just so cheap. All you need is the Avatar of Wrath. Not Avatar of Wrath. All you need is a Druid of Wrath. Avatar of Wrath is not very cheap. But yeah, all you need is this Druid of Wrath and you're chillin'. Alright, let's go for our Druid of Wrath. Let's actually target the Druid close so we can lose some lives. We want to lose lives so that we can have... We want to lose the leak until 70. Alright, we'll target this back on last. Should be around 70. There's actually already too many lives. Alright, slight miscalculation. Lost a little bit too many lives. But it's fine, alright. I thought blue balloons aren't that deadly, but looks like a little bit of blue balloons already made us leak like a good 80 lives. That had to be 40 blue balloons. It didn't look like it though. Doesn't matter. Our opponent is actually struggling a little bit to the white balloons. Let's see if we can get them to upgrade. They have a 202 heli, I think, or 102 heli. Interesting. Here you guys can place down a second banana farm, but I think I'm just gonna upgrade on my first banana farm to a plantation. Yeah, we'll get our plantation up. And we'll get our plantation up. Hopefully we don't have to tower boost yellow balloons. But my opponent also has to play really careful. They have to play really carefully. They can't send too many balloons. If they group eco with yellow balloons right now, they're not going to have enough money for mid-game rushes. That's kind of the weakness of Heli. Heli is just so weak mid-game. Heli is not a strong tower mid-game. Alright, we'll upgrade this to a valuable bananas. And look, our single druid right now. This literally costs less than a 022 darling. But it's like soloing everything right now. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Yep. Our farms are looking really good. And we'll place a sub. Yeah, they do have the village. We'll go for a Heart of Thunder. Go for lightning. Alright. Now open Greenfoot. Open Greenfoot. Alright, they have rotors. And we'll place our second sub. They have rotors up, but rotors doesn't defend everything. Rotors is expensive but isn't good. We'll rush round 13, I think. If they don't go for a second rotors, we'll rush round 13. We want to make sure they have no money. Like, we make sure they don't have enough eco for late game. Yeah, and then we'll target our brambles here. We can already afford our bank, but I think I'd rather rush to make sure that they don't have enough money. It will also be nice if we can force a tower boost here. Let's go for a bank first though. Let's go for a bank. And then we'll see what we want to do. We have enough for reactor if we need that. We can sell our banana plantation if they all out. Yeah, let's just go for a... Let's just try to get a tower boost here. That has to be a tower boost. They're fine. Alright. Well, they're good. Alright, we messed up there. Messed up there. Should have sent a little bit more. Yeah, I should have sent a little bit of a bigger rush. We can already almost afford IMF loan. You know what? Let's play this a little bit differently. Let's go for IMF loan. And yeah, let's go for IMF loan and let's borrow money to send them infinite ceramics. Yeah, I think we can do that. We actually can low-key do that. Alright. This is not how you normally play Druid, but we're gonna try it. Let's go for you. Yeah. Alright. We sent a bunch of leads on accident. Let's also go for a submergent support. We can actually already sell our plantation to send them a massive rush. Send them infinite regrow rainbows and see if they're fine against this. They have the tower boosters. Okay, they go for an ice shards, but I don't think they can afford it. They died. Even if they... Okay, let me tell you what I would do if they defended that. We would have used the IMF loan ability, collected, sold our bank, and we have $30,000 to send them 60 sets of regrow rainbows. Or like a good 40 sets of regrow camel ceramics, and they're not going to be able to defend any of it. Alright, the last game of the video is going to be on Dino Graveyard. This map is not as good as the other two, but it also works. So if you guys want to run Druid on this map, it works. As usual, we'll start off with Heartthorns. And in this map, you have to play a little bit differently. You have to go for the Heart of Thunder instead of the Druid of Wrath. The Druid of Wrath could work if you get it up really early, but it's just risky. If your opponent times the Bloom boost correctly, you end up losing a ton of lives, and I personally don't think it's worth it. So it's just better to spend $350 or $250 more dollars to go for the Heart of Thunder and save a bunch of lives by doing that. Right, and we'll go for a Heart of Vengeance in a bit. Okay, my opponent pops an Ice Monkey in the corner of the screen and sells it. And places an ace. Alright. Well, now we know two of the towers. Alright. We actually need to leak more balloons. Okay, this opponent's gonna be ecoing. We'll just show you how to beat them. How to beat the eco player. On this map, we're not gonna be able to get as much money as usual as on the last two maps. But we'll still be fine. We'll still be fine. My opponent, as long as my opponent's ecoing, they can't send us that many rushes, and we are pretty much able to. We can go for whatever we want. And if they rush us, they lose money themselves. All right, now we need our lightning, which we'll be able to get in 2 Eco Boosts. Alright. Alright. We are gonna lead to 70 lives, or try to lead to 70 lives. We'll lead the 3 plate balloons. We'll lead this wave as well. And then I think we can place it right now. 71 lives. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, now we'll go for our greater production. And we should be chilling. Round 7, we might still have to go for our Avatar of Wrath. But that's fine. It's completely fine. We're sinking. What? We both have 3 bars of internet. I'm not sure why we're sinking. Alright. Okay, never mind. My opponent's no longer at 3 bars of internet. My opponent's down to 1 bar. We'll send them back balloons. And we'll try to go for... I think we'll go for a second farm. Because here, we pretty much have to go for our Druid of Wrath sooner or later. So might as well just go for a second farm. I still haven't done the math. Don't know whether a second farm is better than a plantation. But you generate the money while you're waiting to get up your plantation, you know? It's like a stepping stone to your plantation. Alright, we'll see how good the lightning does against these yellow balloons. Looks like it's actually doing okay, but slowly getting overwhelmed. Okay, my opponent already stops, so we can keep on farming. Yeah. Alright, we can also go for the Druid of Wrath. Never mind. They stop, so we can just go for a banana plantation. Just save up for a banana plantation. We actually don't even need our Druid of Wrath. That's great. That is great. And we'll see what our opponent does next round against Zebra Balloons. I bet they're gonna have to go for an Ice Monkey or second Ace. Because I don't think the Bomber Ace solos the Zebra Balloons. Alright. Okay, they go for a second Ace with Center Path. I think that will solo couple. They'll solo couple Zebras, but won't defend everything. Okay, they go for a second Bomber Ace, actually. Their internet's literally so bad. Don't play BTT and McDonald's, buddy. Alright. Now we'll go for 2 subs. Should we rush them? They have a ton of money. They can I think they will be able to defend. Alright, let's go for you. Let's go for you. And we should be able to defend everything. We should be good here. Perfect. And we'll target our brambles right over there. Alright. They sent us a set camellets. We'll have to go for this. Go for some urgent support. And that's brambles there. Perfect. We can rush. We'll rush if they start group ecoing. And what is going on? Wait, what? Wait, what's going on? Why are the bombs like this? Wait, is there an invisible ace that I can't see? What is going on? I've never seen balloons like glitch like this before. Where are the bombs coming from? Where the heck are the bombs coming from? What is this? What's going on? Can someone in the comment section tell me what's going on? What? What? I have no idea what's going on. Alright, let's rush. And we have to force a tower boost here. Alright, or ice shorts, that's fine. It's fine as well. Are they good? They're sinking. Alright, this game is slowly getting frustrating. And I think they're dead. Alright. Well, we took the win, but that was really strange. I'm not sure what happened right there. But we took the win, and that's all that matters. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.